So what is good, people? Welcome to another investing video. In this video, we are finally going over what is going on with WarFi trading bots. Normally around this time, I would be going over my profits for the previous month, but unfortunately, there are no profits. I've been getting some comments on my previous videos saying that WarFi rug pulled. So what I want to do is just break down everything, go over the AMA, go over the Discord posts, and kind of give you a summary of what's going on and what is the future of WarFi and whether or not it actually did rug pull. So I have my account pulled up. As you can see, just a reminder, I have $244 sitting in my account. The last cycle profits was 2.41%. That would have been over a month ago, not this previous month, because there is no profits for the previous month. But I went over the AMA and I read what was going on in the Discord, and I kind of decided to just pull together a TLDR of everything that's going on. I am going to play some clips from the AMA just so you can hear from Jason himself. Jason is basically the CEO, the owner, the creator of WarFi Trading Bots, and he did an AMA with Pocket Aces just to kind of give his side of the story and what's been happening. So real quickly, I just want to talk about some of the things that Jason kind of hid from the community, things that the community is not happy about. So originally the project was started with using Shiny Jackal trading bots, and you can see how well things were going at the start. Everyone was fine with it. Around, I think it was September or October, Shiny Jackal, the owner of the trading bots, decided to step back from the project because they wanted to develop a new form of trading bot, one that worked outside of centralized exchanges. And during that time, Jason, the owner, CEO, whatever you want to call him, of WarFi, he had a person come in named Brian. Brian ended up doing the trading from November, might have been a little bit in October, but November through March up until today. And that information was not disclosed to the community. There were a lot of people who were saying if they knew Shiny Jackal's trading bots were not being used, they would have pulled their money out. I actually didn't care when I heard that. I mean, it's bad that he didn't tell everyone about it, but still, I would have kept my money in there anyway because I only put a little bit in there, enough where I felt like if I lost it, I would be okay, right? Because there's like an 80-something% failure rate with these crypto projects. So I go into them expecting to lose that money. But what happened was, so Brian says that he lost the money in some bad trades. Jason believes that Brian actually stole the money. Brian ended up getting access to stuff that he shouldn't have had access to, and he did some really shady things with that money. So I will play a clip to show you basically what Jason says about what Brian did and give you Jason's side of the story.
Is Brian has effectively lost 2.4 million. And that's also split up into two parts. 1.8 million of just trading and him making losses and using margins and things that are not acceptable, but that's what he does. And then $615,000 that was in a ledger that he blatantly just took.
So November, Brian comes in. So my concern, based on what you're telling us and the fact that we have no funds left in March or May, is all of these numbers, including April's payouts, because we did get April's payouts, right? Those were all accurate profits that Brian was generating.
And those were from Brian, yeah. So how it works is, remember, you've got money that's in trading, okay? And you've got realized profit and unrealized profit, okay? Yeah. And basically, when a trade closes, we take that amount, and that's obviously what's put in the account to pay out to investors, all right? Yeah. So then money gets put back into trades again, all right? And
yeah, no, I get it, yeah.
Yeah, so even like last month when it was so low, because that's all that we had left, all right? That's all that was left to pay out to people, all right? And money was obviously still in unrealized profit, which we thought it was unrealized or whatever, but it had actually all been lost.
Okay, so that month, whatever he gave you in profits, he had already lost everything. He was just giving you some peanuts to hold over as long as he could before he had to give away the farm,
Yeah,
or what?
he'd already lost those funds. We found out obviously that even with the ledger, for example, that we had created this ledger back at the end of December or January, okay, and we gave him access that he could use it in terms of if there was a trade going badly, because we understand it's a manual trader. It's the same principles, just on a bigger scale from what Shiny was doing. You hedge your positions, you DCA intra trades. These are all known
Yeah,
trading methods. And if there was ever a trade going bad, we needed to make sure we either DCA out of it or hedge on the other side. So we gave him access to it, with me obviously having the other part of that access, so he can't just do anything himself. All right.
yeah.
And I don't know how, like, even on the phone recordings that we released, I asked him, I don't know how you obviously just took it out without us knowing. And there was always a story. He was telling me, no, it's still in there. To this day, he hasn't told me what was happening there. He said those funds were still in there. And if I go onto the ledger, then it's like, oh, they are still there, but you can't remove any of it. That's not real USDT.
Okay, so Jason says that Brian basically stole and or lost the money. Brian says in the Discord that he actually just lost the money in bad trades. But regardless of who's right, the money is gone. The money is gone. All the investor money is gone. There is a little bit left. I think there's like 40,000 left in an account that they can do some things with, but they can't pay back everyone. And that is pretty much the goal. So Brian went into the Discord and he said he's going to figure out a way to pay everyone back. Jason says he is going to actually put some pressure on Brian to come up with a plan to pay everyone back. And I'll be honest with you, I am not convinced that we're going to get this money back. I'm really not. If we do, that'd be great. You know, it'd be a pleasant surprise, but I don't see how it's going to happen. I don't know how they're going to come up with, I think it was over $2 million that have been lost, 2.4 million. I really don't see how they're going to figure out a way to get that back. So as far as I'm concerned, the money is lost. I'm not expecting to see it back. If they do manage to pay everyone back, Jason did say that he does want to continue the project. You know, if he needs to, he'll step down, he'll hand the reins over to Shiny Jackal, and they can keep the project going if people decide to stay with the project after they get paid back. That is the plans for the future. But honestly, I really don't see this as a rug pull. A rug pull is when people take the money and they run, right? You don't hear from them again. They pull down the website, put out all their social media accounts, and it's completely gone. These guys just lost the money. They just made some bad business decisions, some bad trades, and they lost the money. So I don't really see that as a rug pull. That is something that I basically was willing to lose, right? I was going into this thinking, okay, they could make one bad trade and lose all the money. I already knew that going in, and that's what happened. They made some bad trades and lost the money. Now, I will play another clip. This one is going to be basically just Jason talking about the future, you know, what he's going to be doing, the future of the project and things like that. And then I'll give you my final thoughts after that.
So the thing is, I don't want him to run. I want him to pay this money back. I'm sure we all do. And if he can pay that 2.4 million back, all right, he needs to come up with a recovery plan. We'll leave him to tell us what he's going to do. But I need to put pressure on him to make sure he does whatever he says he's going to do. Because if he can pay that money back, that's at least 85, probably 90% of people whole immediately.
Yeah.
What people want to do with that, like I'm hands off. I'm willing to. A lot of people have said, oh, we don't want you there anymore, you know, let Shiny make the decisions. I will hand the thing over to Shiny. Shiny can make the decisions. If you guys want him to trade that money back, if you guys want your money taken out, the 40,000 that is still in one of our accounts, Shiny can take that too if you guys want. I'll give it to Justin. I'll give it to JP. I don't care. Like, the thing is, it's all provable on chain. And even if guys go through our DApp, because it's a normal DApp, you can check it on the blockchain. You can follow every single transaction. It's easily done if you know what you're doing with on chain.
Okay, so Jason does plan on paying everyone back. He did apologize to the community and everything. And his very last post that he did in the Discord, it says, "Not a lot, but I feel it's worthy to share. Brian has made contact with me again and is willing to discuss options on a recovery plan. So I have responded asking for a call, and I'm waiting for him to respond. Not much, like I said, but want to keep everyone up to date. So the plan right now is to figure out a way to pay everyone back. As I said, I don't think that's going to happen, but who knows? They could definitely surprise us. So the question is, if they do manage to pay everyone back, will I stay in the project? I will. I'll stay in the project because, like I said, it's only $200. That was money that I was willing to lose anyway. And if they bring Shiny Jackal trading bots back, then they could make some money with it, right? To be honest, the money that I'm making from other stuff like yield farming, I'm actually making more money from that than what I was making with WarFi. But at one point in time, WarFi was paying the most out of all of my investments. But this is just one investment on this channel that I've done several investments, and only one or two of them have actually gone bad. I think I've done I must have done at least 20 different investments on this channel, and only two of them have gone bad. The rest of them are doing fine, so not a big deal for me. I do feel sorry for those people who put way too much money into this, basically more than what you were willing to lose. If you are at a point where you're stressing out about your investments, then you are over leveraged. You really are. You shouldn't have that much money into these projects. And I understand if you're going into them trusting the people, and Jason, we trusted Jason, and he made some mistakes, and he did apologize for that on the AMA. I will leave a link to that AMA. If you haven't seen it, I do recommend it. If you have some money in here, you should be following these people and following their announcements and things like that. But ultimately, I mean, it's money that I'm willing to lose. So I feel sorry for those of you who put a lot in there. Hopefully they will be able to pay you guys back, and hopefully they don't do what Project 79 did, where they paid back the people who put the least amount of money in first, and the people who put the most money in are still waiting for their refunds, which is terrible. I think those who put the most money in should get their refunds first, whereas those of us who put a little bit in, we should be at the back of the line. But, they're going to do whatever they're going to do. So that's pretty much it for this. Once again, I do not believe it is a rug pull. It's not a rug pull because we still have access to these people, and they are still trying to pay us back. But I will keep you guys posted once we get some more information on these refunds. When they start to go out, I will make videos about that as well. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.